Okay, hello friends. Till now in function series, we have covered polynomial function and rational function. In the today's session, we are going to cover irrational function. So, so in the irrational function, how do you identify any function which is irrational? So there is a very simple method. In the function, if you see any variable as x and the power of this variable is non-integral. So non-integral, suppose like its example is 1 by 3. Suppose it can be x ki power 1 by 2 or any complex function, something like that. You can write 1 upon x plus x ki power half. So these are some example which determine that these functions are the irrational function. So in the irrational function, how do you find the domain and range? So let me take very simple example. That is, function is fx is equal to x to the power half. So you can write something like that, root x also. So in the function root x, how do you plot this graph and find the domain and range of this function? So here, if you make the table, so for x, suppose it's 0, then y is root x, so that will be 0. For 1, it is 1. Then if you put 4, then it will be 2. If this is 9, then it is 3. So and so on, you can plot all the point. For any value of negative, if you take any negative value, so in the square root, as we know, negative value is not defined. So this function, if you keep plotting this point, so for 0, 0, it's 0. This is 1, 1. So this point is 0, 0. Then 1, comma 1. Then again it's 4, comma 2. So here 4, 4, comma 2. Then 9, 9, comma 3. So this function will look something like this. So this is your x-axis, y-axis. So domain of this function will be its positive side of x only, including 0. So you can write something like that, r positive union 0, or in set format you can write including 0 to infinity. And what is the range of this function? In the range of this function, this value keep on going as you keep on increasing x. So here the range will be also the r positive union 0. So it is 0, comma infinity. If I ask you what is the solution set, so in the solution set for the value of x when y becomes 0, so that is only one value. So solution is, it's only 0. This is the value of x for y becomes 0. So this is the simplest one. Take me another example. The second example is x to the power 1 by 3. So this is another irrational function. So how do you plot the graph of this function? So again, let's make a table. So if you put x as suppose minus 27, so it will come as minus 3, minus 8, minus 2, minus 1, minus 1, 0, 0. If you put as 1, 1. If the x is suppose 8, then cube root of x is 2. If the value of x is 27, cube root is 3. So if you plot this graph, how do you find the graph of this one? So it will look something like this. So here it's 0, 0. For 1, it's 1, 1. Then for 8, it is 2. So if you move on 8 point, then it is only 2. 27. In a similar manner, you can plot all this point here. So this graph will look something like this. Okay. As you go on increasing x, this graph will basically flatten out. So in this case, what is the domain of this function? So domain is, here you can put any, you can give any value as x, so it's R. What is the range of this value? It will be also R. And in this case the solution set is again only 0, because when you put value as x is equal to 0, in that case only the y is coming as 0. So in a similar manner you can plot other irrational function. So I'll just make one comparison part, that is also very important. So comparison. Suppose comparison of x to the power 1 by 2, x to the power 1 by 4, x to the power 1 by 6. One important thing you'll notice here, like I have given only even number, 2, 4, 6, something like that. So in all the cases, so this is 1, this is 2, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for x root, how does x, this graph will look like? So for 1 it is 1, for 4 this is 1, 2, 3, 4, it is 2, and for 9 it is 3. Okay, so this graph is going something like this. For x is equal to 1 by 4, how does it will look like? This will look like something like this. Because when it is 16, then it is becoming 2, only 2 here. So this will look something like this. X to the power 6, this. So here if I make it much clear, so this is first one, this is second one, third one. So this graph is x to the power half, x to the power 1 by 4, x to the power 1 by 6. So what you notice here, when x is greater than 1, in that case, value of x to the power half is greater than x to the power 1 by 4, greater than x to the power 1 by 6. But if it is less than 1, when x is less than 1 and greater than 0, in that case this value is reversed. So x to the power is so this is the comparison part. In a similar manner you can compare the odd one also. So I'll just make the graph of the odd one also. So in the comparison part, suppose it is, this is 3, this is 5, this is 7. So this will look something like that. First one. So this is x to the power 1 by 3. The second part, this is your x to the power 1 by 5. Then x to the power 7. This is your x to the power 7. So what you notice here, when x is greater than 1, you can clearly see x to the power 1 by 3 is greater than x to the power 1 by 5, greater than x to the power 1 by 7. Here between 0 to 1, when x is 0 to 1, here it is reverse, x to the power 1 by 3 less than x to the power 1 by 5 less than x to the power 7. In a similar manner you can think of here also, like how the value is trending here. So this is all about the irrational function, and this function is very useful in mathematics as well as in many chapters in the physics also. So hope you understand this thing. Thank you.